Signore e signori,
dichiaro aperti i 9 Giochi Paralimpici invernali.
Si sta avvicinando allo stadio.
Forza, forza! Vai, 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 vai! Dal record della pista! Record della pista! Primo!
Buongiorno and welcome to Keep the Flame Alive's Day Zero coverage of the Milano Cortina 2026 Winter Paralympic Games. I am your host, Jaracz, coming to you from Binario Quattro at the Verona train station. We have to wait an hour for our train.
So let's record a show.
That's right, get this done. All right. And I'm joined as always by my lovely co-host, Alison Brown. Alison, ciao. ¿Cómo stai?
We've done some strange things on this show. I'm going to say recording an episode in a train station. This is our first out in the wild.
Yeah,
so you're going to have the magical hour of trains.
Right. And luckily there's not many people on this platform that will come and look at it. I guess we're doing a live show. We're doing a live show.
I don't know what the heck we're doing, but we're doing it anyway.
All right.
So come on for the ride, kids. You're getting on the train with us.
That's right. Okie doke. First up is usually what we forgot, but so much has happened right now with setting this up that I have forgotten what I was going to mention yesterday.
Oh, I remember.
Oh, yeah, what?
You said that you've forgotten to mention it all games
yes,
long
that's right.
is the plethora of Jehovah's Witnesses
right.
we have encountered both in Milan and in Venice and now in Verona.
Yes, they are everywhere. It's amazing. And I know that a lot of religious affiliations will send people to the Olympics because it's a big gathering of people and they want to reach out with their messages. But it's been phenomenally weird, I will say, to just see the stands of literature.
It's exactly the same as we see in the United States, except in Italian.
Yeah, and other languages sometimes. I don't know if they've done well. I kind of want to ask, how you doing? But I don't want to get into it.
Right.
So...
cultural moments? Well, we're having a cultural moment right now.
Yes,
I don't know what kind of culture this is.
Exactly.
But it's a cultural moment, that's for sure.
All right, we had some wheelchair curling this morning, and mixed doubles, the results are in.
Yes.
Japan beat Italy 6-5. Whoa, nail biter. Great Britain beat US 5-4. China beat Korea 10-6, and Latvia beat Estonia 9-6. So the standings are: China is undefeated at 4-0. Estonia, Great Britain, Japan, Korea, and the U.S. are all at 2-2, and Italy and Latvia are at 1-3. So, go Latvia, because they were at 0-3.
So there
yesterday.
you go. Not bad. And yeah, that whole 2-2, everybody's still in the mix right now.
Yes, exactly.
It's still early.
Exactly. Anybody's game. All right.
Hi, you want to join the show? We're doing a show.
What the more beautiful thing is that nobody seems to care. They're just like, is my train here? I don't know. All right.
So the big event of the day, of course, opening ceremony. We just came back. We're still here in Verona.
But we managed to get out of the stadium.
Which was a challenge because they wouldn't let anybody out. They had the largest volunteer I have ever seen, both height and width, standing in front of the door saying, "No, you must wait."
And that was the second door we went to because, again, I like to stay till the end of things.
Right.
And then I forget, we got to scramble. And then I also forgot that they want you to sit in your seat for 10 minutes to let the athletes out, to which I did kind of get into it with one of the volunteers because he goes, 5 minutes. I'm like, it's Italy. It's not going to be 5 minutes. Come on. I know. So we went to a different door that got us out into a totally different place that I did not recognize.
But you know what? Because we had walked all the way around the inside from our entrance, whichever door, unless we walked all the way back, we were going to be confused.
Yeah.
But somehow you just had a sense of where the shuttles were going to be.
Because they were in the same place for the closing ceremonies of the Olympics.
Oh, I was going to be really
yes.
impressed.
Oh, well, thank you. But no, I knew that they were there and that there were going to be some. I just also didn't know, like, for the closing ceremony of the Olympics, it was like, get out of here. get on the bus. The bus gets here, and we just made a train, kind of thing.
Right.
And now we have just not made a train.
That-
We don't even know when the train.
No,
before
they
us would
said
go.
before it was this platform, and this is the
This is
next
it.
train to Venezia. So we just hang tight and do a show.
Well, they didn't tell us to do a show. We're just making a show
But
happen.
if they had known, they would have, because they were very supportive and encouraging.
Right.
Our volunteer was very lovely, and he's still there. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll get him on the show before the end of this.
Maybe. Where's this train going? Oh, the train to Trento is going to be leaving soon. So,
Yeah, the train to Trento is really loud. Buongiorno.
Buonanotte. All right, so we did make it to Verona for the opening ceremony.
Yes, we did. So I got to see the Verona Amphitheater, which was really impressive.
It is. It's very
It's
cool.
very beautiful, very impressive. The stone seats are hard, but it wasn't too bad because it wasn't too cold tonight.
Oh, I was very glad I had my Beijing 2022 blanket to
You were a
augment-
little chilled?
Yes, because I have a fat butt. My butt does not fit on this cushion that they gave us. If you want to call it that, it is the thinnest piece of foam.
It's
in
a
the
placemat at best
world. Yes.
for
And
a
it's not
small
even as-
plate.
Yes. So yes, I had some augmentation.
But let's get right into the ceremony because that was an amazing ceremony on the one hand.
Mm-hmm.
See, he agreed with me. And the saddest athletes parade I have ever seen.
Oh my gosh, I was stunned, I was angry, and I was sad, all in one ceremony.
So what I loved about the ceremony that Paris got so wrong, we really complained about the Paris ceremony. And I want to, and so I
That's right.
we did complain about it because it was all about inclusion. This ceremony wasn't about inclusion, it just was inclusive.
Yes.
It was the different performers were just integrated into the show,
Just keep talking.
and there were dancers of different abilities and dancers in wheelchairs and dancers with prosthetics and performers of all different physical abilities, and nobody made a big deal about it. It just was.
Right, which then made me angry because why weren't those same performers in the Olympic ceremony? And LA, just let's not pat ourselves on the back for having inclusive performer or being inclusive just during the Paralympics.
Right.
Make it inclusive all the way around. I mean, you could have put some of those dancers in the Olympic opening ceremonies. You totally could have had people with disabilities do some of those roles.
Absolutely. And what was nice was, again, I loved how Italian it was.
Oh, yeah.
It definitely had the interpretive dance, and they did a little Romeo and Juliet segment.
We'll get to there.
Oh, sorry.
Don't worry, I got a rundown.
So love the overall theme, love the overall execution, except that sad athletes parade with no athletes.
Yeah, let's get to that in a minute. But the opening ceremony was based around 5 words. They were vibes, spaces, love, sharing, and together. And the sharing and together were not really announced the same way vibes, spaces, and love
Yes.
were. They just happened. And that got a little convoluted to me. And
The theme.
that started feeling long. Yes, with those 5 themes.
Okay. Not our train.
This this show was way more about the projection mapping. Ciao. Buenas notte.
I don't know.
Hi. You want to come over? We're recording a podcast. The Paralympic opening ceremony. Oh, wow. Yeah. Hi,
Really?
hi.
We really are.
Yeah.
We're doing it on the train.
Anna, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Jessica, nice to meet you.
Jessica. And where are you from? You're from here? Excellent.
And you're going back to Venice?
Yes, we are, and we're going to Mestre now, but
Yeah.
we have to arrive to Santa Lucia. Luckily, we are two, so yeah, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
Well, this is good for us because then we will make sure we are on the right train. We have We're old. We have problems with a lot of things.
Where are you headed?
No, we're going to Venezia Mestra. Yeah. So we follow you and we'll be fine.
Yes.
We just need to wait.
Yes, that's hence we're doing the show now and not when we get back.
Where are you from?
The U.S.
The U.S.
Yeah, only Americans would be this insane.
No.
No.
What is your point? Sorry, you went for the Paralympics.
Yes, we were just at the opening ceremony.
Wow, did you like it?
I did. I liked the show very much.
Where were you seated? Oh, thank you.
We were in the press area, so we were sort of tucked away up high. They don't let the press people, in too close.
You know, this is my second pin
Oh yeah.
that I've received.
That's us. You'll be on the show tonight. We do shows every day. We did shows every day during the Olympics, and now we're doing them every day during the
you also
Paralympics.
been for the Olympics?
For the yes. So
Nice.
it's very exciting.
Where were you? Like around?
Milan.
In Milan?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will put it right away.
Yeah.
This is my second pin.
Oh, good.
Excellent.
Good.
How was it in Milan during the Olympics?
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, Milan was nice.
We had a good time.
Yeah. It's so busy there.
Yes.
I was working for Venice Airport
Oh, okay.
during the Olympics, and now I'm doing the Paralympics.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, as a airport assistant.
Oh, nice.
And she's a volunteer.
I'm a volunteer. Yeah, and still at the at the airport in Venice. So we're welcoming athletes and delegations and
Okay.
chefs de mission. And
Okay.
So, yeah.
And
Hi.
and the day after the closing ceremony, you might see me at 4 a.m. because I have to leave at 6.
No.
Yeah, but that's in a week. We have time. We have time.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have a very early flight out. So.
You
Okay.
leave from Venice?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And do you remember the day? The day? In which day?
Monday, 16th.
16th. Okay. Unlikely.
there.
I have
Oh,
the
late
afternoon shift, so I'll not be there.
But
I'll see you. Perfect. By the way, we don't know your names.
Oh, Alison and Jill.
Jill.
Alison
yes.
and Jill.
But you'll look up the podcast and then you'll be like, oh yeah, we know you.
We're old friends.
We are in your podcast.
Yes,
That's right,
perfect,
that's right.
perfect.
This is famous.
Absolutely.
Yeah, wow.
Well,
So did you like the opening ceremonies?
Yeah, I think it was really nice, and I was also talking with her about it, about the decision, about some countries did not carry the flag, and we were discussing a bit about it. But it was still nice that they let the volunteers carry the flag instead of just not doing it. And I think the other parts were really nice. I mean, also the the dancing and also the lights. And she was saying about when they put the flame and then the glitters,
The confetti all
around. It was really original choice.
Yeah, we were
nice.
thinking that Bebe Vio, the
We love Baby Veal.
yeah, so do we, would have somehow turned all the center up
yeah,
we were
yeah.
thinking that all that circle that was going down, going up was about to lighten up.
Yeah.
So we were thinking about that, but then it was confetti, and I think it's probably much more original because it's more how to say it, it made in effect more than fire. Because
Yes.
they flew for thousands of times in a second.
They did fly.
all around.
I feel bad for who has to vacuum that up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Then they made gold, then silver, then blue. So there will be thousands of confetti all around. And yeah, I have some. Do you want some for memory?
No, that's okay. That's good.
Yes, there is confetti.
Packing in our hand.
Flying towards us, and then said, "Okay, we'll catch it fused for memory."
that's
Very
fantastic.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice.
opening ceremony for the Olympics.
Yes, we did.
Okay, what did you think about it?
That was cool.
That was amazing.
It was much better than Paris. Yeah.
Yes.
We're Italians, of course. We're Italian, of course. We can do better than French people.
I mean, there were some discussions about the Olympics opening ceremony. Like some parts, some people did not like them.
What, Mariah Carey?
No.
Yeah, maybe also her, like the choice of the singers, like.
Yeah, in Italy we had a lot of discussion for Laura Pausini, the singer.
Oh, okay.
Because some guys and some people just didn't like her performance because they thought it was she was too much showing off singing skills more than feeling it, because the anthem is something that you feel in your belly, in your stomach. So some people said that her performance was not something that you felt here in the stomach, but it was something to show off,
Interesting.
Some people. Others said no, she was amazing. She just showed the world how good is she. Only her could have done something like that. And so we have like perfect division somehow about her.
She made me cry.
Such an event, I think that there are always like discussions about, okay, this could have been done better, this could have been worse, but I think it was overall nice.
Yeah. It was a good. We really liked it compared to earlier ones because it wasn't so fancy. It didn't have like so much digital stuff. It was just like old school performance and artistry, and it was really nice.
And then dancers, the fact that you saw Italy.
Yeah.
You saw the power of Italian citizens there, because we're all together. You felt us, somehow. Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you, ladies.
Can I get a picture?
We'll let you work.
But first, we'll just take a quick picture. Yes.
All right.
Thank you, ladies. It was good to meet you.
Yes, can you take a picture of us doing this?
Because, that's what we do. We take pictures. You're volunteer.
Yeah. I'm really into it. I don't know if you noticed that there was the sign interpreter.
Yes.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yes. And she was into it. The sign interpreter was really dramatic.
They were live.
Were they down on the stage? Kind of thing?
Sometimes they were on the stage. For example, for the Italian anthem, there was the sign interpreter on the stage.
Yes.
For the speeches, they were maybe in another place, but they were live. And one of the two interpreters, the guy, is deaf.
Oh, nice.
Excellent.
Just to, put some stuff, because I'm studying sign language, so I looked at it all the time. They were good, and I don't know. I know it's not. It's an issue that is not so widespread as it should be. So yeah, just to put some into it to talk about.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ladies. Buona notte.
You catch an eye on us, so
Yeah.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Roving reporters.
Very true.
We get an Italian perspective when we record on the train.
All right. So the setup was slightly different than the Olympic closing ceremonies because the dignitaries were down on the floor instead of being kind of up in stands a little bit. And they had a wall in front of them. We wondered if they could see over the wall.
It was a low wall, but it was a wall.
But everybody cheers so much for the president.
Everyone loves the Italian president. He's a bit of a figurehead. He really doesn't have political power, so he can be well loved in a way that the prime minister probably is not. But that has happened now at every ceremony.
Yes.
He is received with so much affection.
Yes. So we had gotten a whole bunch of press releases about who was performing, what was happening, and we heard about this flyover that was going to happen with all pilots who had disabilities.
Yes, but the flyover happened earlier in the day. So they showed a video of the flyover.
On the Bigatron.
On the Bigatron.
Let's not underestimate how small these Bigatrons are.
I think you're even being generous calling them Bigatrons now that I have seen them. They're littleatrons. Mediumatrons.
Rossa 8002 di Trenitalia delle ore 23 per Milano Centrale è in partenza dal binario 1. Non sono previste fermate intermedie. Carrozze dalla 1 alla 3 in coda treno, dalla 4 alla 5 centro treno, dalla 6 alla 8 testa treno. Sono ammessi solo i viaggiatori muniti di biglietto a tariffa speciale.
This is the show we're submitting for all the awards. Just saying that right now.
It's 11 o'clock at night. How many announcements do you need, Trenitalia? It's not even a full moon. We can now see the moon rising.
It's quite beautiful,
It is
though.
beautiful, but it was full the other night. And like tonight, a full moon would be just about perfect. All right. So, the flyover happened on the Bigatron for us, and then they brought out the pilots.
Yes,
Which
and
was
spoke
kinda
to
cool.
them.
Yes. And this was all like pre-show,
Yes.
too, which was frustrating. A lot of projection mapping on this show.
Yes, but more light effects than projection mapping.
Yes, although I wanted more projection mapping of different things that were only on the Bigatrons. If it were, you know what I mean? There was some stuff that...
Rossa, train ID 22 to Trento, with scheduled departure 23:50. Today's running is train 3432.
Okay, that's not our train. But there were some points, and I'm sorry I don't think I wrote those down, where things were happening on the screen, and I thought they should also happen on the floor. Because the screens were so small, or they're so small you don't think to look at them.
You just watch the costume change, so to speak, the set changing, and not really watching the screens.
Yes, and there was a lot of set changing.
Yes.
That I noticed, because I'm like, where are these performers? And
Well,
then
there
it
was
why they were outside.
Then there was a set of performers outside the amphitheater performing live, but we couldn't see them inside, but they were outside. And on television, you wouldn't have been able to tell the difference. They switch it to outside so that they could do a set change inside. I mean, they got to do something during the set change inside. So having live performers better than filming, and at least it then continued the idea, we're in Verona, we're at the Arena di Verona, this amphitheater, and we're going to give you the full effect and shoot the outside of it.
Right. One of the performers they touted, Stuart Copeland, drummer, barely saw him.
I didn't see him at all.
He was up, and the other drummer whose name I don't have because I didn't see it very quickly. They also did not keep the names on the Bigatrons long enough.
No.
It was a drummer who had partial arms, I think.
Yes.
And they were playing together, but they did not play very long.
They played at the beginning, and then they played at the end in the big
grand finale.
Yes, which I loved.
Then we had a dance troupe with wheelchairs in it,
and other disabilities as well.
The wheelchairs were more visible than that. Then there seemed to be a protagonist character, and the stage split.
It rose up.
But then there was that light that went through the entire
and split it in half.
Yes, and I thought that was going to be a storyline throughout the whole thing.
No, there was no.
And then I was bummed because when that thing happened, and it so dramatically split with lights, and it was such a cool effect, I thought. I was like, I am here for this.
But then we never saw her again until the big finale.
Until the grand finale, which I have in the notes as grand finale, Madame Perrault style, who was my Munster Academy of Dance owner. And every dance recital, we had the big grand finale where every class came out and like sang Over the Rainbow or Tomorrow. This is what that reminded me of. But it was fantastic.
It was, because all the performers, we're skipping
Yes,
around a little
yes.
bit, but all the performers came out at the end and were singing all together Volare and
Yes.
in their own different ways.
Yes, yeah.
You know, different
So we'll get
languages,
in.
different instruments, different styles. So that was pretty fantastic way to end.
So we will get to those different styles and things. Very dramatic Italian flag raising and anthem.
Yes. Everybody got a little, I got a little emotional with
It
this
was.
one. It was incredibly beautiful with the anthem, and Mimi was the singer, not somebody I'm familiar with, but what a beautiful voice she
Yes,
had.
yes.
And we were just saying how Laura Pausini went over the top
Yes.
with her performance. This was very quiet in a way, but
Passionate.
passionate, but just as dramatic as doing the full throttle. It's sort of that quiet passion.
Yes.
That was
yes.
incredibly beautiful.
Lights in the background in the Italian flag, all the projection stuff in the stage, which has kind of like a partial dome on the back of it that has a projection screen or a video screen. That was green. There was a very dramatic women in gold glitter dresses transferring the flag to each other across the stage.
They were very sparkly,
And
foreshadowing for the sparkle
yes, that was to
cauldron.
come. Yeah, but it was really something. And then we had the Parade of Nations, and I actually cried. I
But not for the normal reasons.
no, because here's the deal. So we had several nations boycotting the opening ceremonies because of Russia and Belarus being allowed back into the Paralympic Games, competing under their own flags again. This was a membership decision that went to a vote, and so that is how the International Paralympic Committee works. It's a democratic process. The vote went that way, and so they are allowed to come back and compete. Several countries did not like this, Ukraine included. They did not come or send anybody to the opening ceremonies. Then-
Okay.
Yes. And then there's the fact that competition starts at like 9 in the morning tomorrow. So people, if you're wheelchair curling or if you're skiing, many different kinds of skiing, or playing hockey, you're in a very different location because nothing is happening in Verona. And it's hard to get here for many players, except for hockey. It's not that bad.
But
it's
still,
if
the
you're-
game starts at 9:35 tomorrow.
So you can't come. And they finally said, okay, 2 representatives who are athletes come. We're going to have volunteers carry every flag. So even if you've selected flag bearers, which a lot of nations do, they won't be allowed to carry the flag in. Sorry. We're also... Oh, great. So the train to Trento is running as a different number.
Oh,
And
just
we're
to
gonna
confuse people.
Yes, exactly. And then, so back to the opening ceremony, because the train announcements are going to kill me. So we have volunteers carrying the flag and the placard, and you have like 2 representatives behind them and up to 2 officials.
Right. And very few countries sent 4.
Yes.
And only Italy actually had a delegation.
I will get to that. But if you were participating in the opening ceremonies and there were athletes elsewhere, they took videos of them cheering in their respective places. So they would show on the video screen Cortina and whatever delegation was there, and Tessero and Milano, and they'd be cheering, and it was very cute. They'd have Milo and Tina with them,
And
They'd
waving
have
the
little
flag, their
and
flags.
and little props for what sports they did. Very cute, a nice touch. Throwing you a bone.
But it wasn't a Parade of Nations.
No.
The Parade of Nations is the highlight of the opening ceremony. It is the purpose of the opening ceremony, is to welcome the athletes to these games, not a show for the delegates.
Right. And then when Italy walked in with a very
Full
large
delegation.
That made me angry.
Right, because what did they do to allow those athletes to be able to come that they weren't offering to anybody else?
Mm-hmm.
or something about their schedule was different. I don't know. They must have gotten police escorted cars from everywhere, and they're zooming them in at the last minute and zooming them right back out.
I don't know, but it made me angry that other countries were not afforded that. And I appreciate that Italy, the host nation, wants to do that for their athletes, and it's nice that they get the big cheer, but nobody else got that same experience in the same way.
I mean, the United States had 3 people there.
Right. 1 official, 2 athletes.
It's a huge delegation. Germany had nobody. Canada had nobody. And those are big delegations.
Yeah.
And that's wrong.
So
let's not do this in Verona again.
Yeah, that was really upsetting to me. And actually, I had to pull out some Kleenex because I was really upset about that.
Yeah.
So we get through the Parade of Nations, which ended up being kind of short and snappy.
That is one thing about this. It was very quick.
And then we get to the DJ with one arm who's got like sensors in his arm to be able to spin, which was really cool. Except for because we have Bigatrons, you can't really see what's going on. You just have a person standing at a DJ booth because there were a lot of DJs. Let's just get through. We had a lot of DJs tonight.
But you couldn't see his special accommodation to be able to DJ.
Yeah, at least not here. Maybe you saw it on the TV.
Because you could see it closer.
Yeah, exactly. This is where the Bigatron was showing sports and their locations during this. And it was kind of a big topographic map situation where they show Milan. Do you remember this?
I guess I wasn't watching the Bigatrons at the time.
It was really cool the way they showed the different locations. I just wanted to see it on the floor as well because I thought that would have been more special than the topographic map. So there we go with that. Then it was time to make the agitos in ponchos. In
poncho people. It was the poncho people. I loved that.
It was very effective, but it had tones of magique.
You cannot dismiss the poncho people to me. I loved them.
But it made the agitos vibrant and
vibrate.
But it was really cool. And then we moved on to the spaces section. And we had stuff taking place outside the dance. And then it was like all this fog showed up in the stadium.
You know, there was a lot of fog at the beginning of the show. And then there was a second fog release.
And it was like unnecessary fog. I have no idea why we had all this fog.
I don't know why we had fog.
And then there are bubbles all around us. And I'm like, why are there bubbles around? And I don't see them anywhere else. I finally see a little kid not that far down from us who's blowing bubbles, which that's cool and everything. But they took my Coca Zero at the check-in. And my brand new bottle of water. My brand new bottle of water. They took all that from me, and yet this child got bubbles in? What is up with that? Like, seriously?
I enjoyed the bubbles.
I did enjoy them. I would have enjoyed them more if I could have had a swig of my Coca Zero.
What happened next to Tensione?
Tensione, we had DJ Dardust. And Dardust is the stage name of the man who wrote the theme of this. Who composed,
that's right.
Who composed the music from Milano Cortina. And what did he not play?
The music from Milano Cortina. Or the Milano Cortina song.
No, we did not get the Milano. Because apparently they only got the rights to that for one
performance.
Which was not a good thing. But he did his thing. And, while we're on to like DJ number 3 out of maybe 4 or 5 at this point, I got to tell you, watching DJs perform
is boring.
It is boring.
It's boring.
Even though he was in some kind of contraption. And he was pretty dramatic in doing his DJ stuff. Then there was that, I think it was a Bigatron performance where there was like that musical. I thought it was a quartet, but it turned out to be more instruments.
Oh, yes,
and the dancer who kept like
like pulling
Throwing
things
up?
out of her
Oh,
mouth.
okay, because I thought that was throwing up.
Oh, I thought that was yelling. Like she
Oh,
was yelling
she
and not
could-
being heard.
She could have been. Those Italian, I don't remember the Italian hand signals that we learned at the opening ceremonies for the Olympics. But was like, is she trying to throw up?
No, she was not trying to throw up.
Exactly. And then, like, the music was really cool, but it turned into Hooked on Classics.
It did.
And I was so happy about that. I don't know why, but it filled me with joy.
It filled you with Hooked on Classic joy.
Because that will just permeate the world for a little while to come.
You put Hooked on Classics out in the world, and only joy comes from it.
Exactly. Which led into our speeches time.
Yeah.
So
They were good.
They were good.
They were snappy.
Organizing committee Giovanni Malago and Andrew Parsons, president of the IPC, who was pretty passionate. Again,
As he is.
Referenced the war or the conflicts.
Broke out a lot of Italian.
He did break out a lot of Italian.
Yeah,
That
he
was
didn't
impressive.
just, do ciao. He did full sentences, multiple sentences.
Yeah,
I
he
was
did.
impressed, Andrew.
But he did reference the fact that he would prefer to not know countries by their leaders and would rather know them by their athletes.
Yes.
So I think that was a nice little veiled reference to a little...
A nice, appropriately worded touch.
Yes, because he got very passionate at Beijing.
He was very upset at Beijing. That was a very different circumstance, and that was
Exactly.
very difficult.
Exactly. So he... I do like him. I like me some Andrew Parsons.
Yeah,
So
well.
that goes without saying. Which then the games got opened and we go into the love section.
This is the Romeo and Juliet montage.
Yes, exactly. Which was a very lovely dance.
Yes.
With people on a contraption that kind of went back and forth, and there was
flew
also
them up in the air.
Yeah, and kind of two sides of people. You got to see like the Montagues and the Capulets on the floor. I thought they would, it got a little overwrought. I was hoping they would bust out some West Side Story instead of the music that they did.
Don't be
Give me a look.
disappointed.
It was beautiful. It was like, but it was long.
Yeah.
But what I was very impressed with were the dancers on wires in the air.
Yes.
Because they got a wheelchair up there.
I know.
That was cool. That was really, really cool. But very, very nice. And then it was time for the Paralympic flag to come in. And we got the anthem in like local instruments.
Yes, there was the horns.
The very
the
long
alpine
horns.
Which was a nice touch.
The man playing the glasses filled with water.
Yes, and then I forget what that
theremin?
Yes, the theremin.
Yes.
I was like the thermidor. No, that's something else. The theremin, where they play the air. What an interesting way to do that.
Yeah,
And it made it very, very beautiful. And again, quiet, but with an incredible amount of passion and feeling.
And ethereal.
Yes,
With
that's an
the
excellent word.
Voice sound. We got the oaths came kind of in a montage.
Because all the athletes are someplace else.
Right.
So there's nobody there to take the oath.
Then we got a video about the flame. And it made me happier that we went to we found out about the flame ceremony in Venice because we saw more flame in Venice than we did tonight.
So Bebe Vio brought in the actual torch, which was
awesome.
I know you're a big fan of Bebe Vio. And then she passed it, quote unquote, to dancers who held light in their hands and passed it around in this dance montage, which was incredibly beautiful. And a very clever way of dealing with the fact that you have a cauldron in Milan, you've got one in Cortina, but your ceremony's in Verona.
Yes.
What are you going to do? Well, we're going to change the light from a flame to a light that we all pass around in this beautiful dance, and then we're going to throw the light into that part of the stage that was an open hole, and then gold confetti in the shape of a flame came shooting out. It was a brilliant way to handle a very difficult logistical nightmare.
Absolutely agree. It was stunning in person.
So clever and so huge. I hope you could see how much confetti was involved and how big that hole in the stage was. Because, we're so getting used to, unfortunately, these tiny cauldrons, these cauldronettes. This felt like an old school cauldron, like we're going to blow the place up and fry some pigeons. Which I am here for.
Yeah. I mean, I gotta say, absolutely right. Like, that was a beautiful way to deal with the situation. Beautiful, looked amazing.
I wonder if this is going to usher in a different view of the cauldron, because we did have a different view of the cauldron with Paris, where it wasn't flame, it was a light. Mm-hmm. And this again is a new view of the cauldron. Just like now, you don't have the doves, you have some representation of dove. Will we change that torch and that cauldron to a representation of it? Which, depending on how it's done, I would not be against.
I don't mind that in the ceremony as long as there's a cauldron and a flame.
Somewhere. Okay, fair enough.
So I'm going to put that in the back of my mind to discuss later, because I can't think about it right now. But I don't want the cauldron to turn into like a confetti machine.
No, agreed. But something else because they're so concerned about the environmental issues of burning all that propane. I know. Don't roll your eyes at me.
I roll on this.
But is there an easier way to get the magnitude of the old school cauldrons with much less flame?
Is there a way to make a giant flame with much less fuel?
Well, that too.
Maybe. Then we had some space greetings.
That seems to be a new thing. They did this at the Olympic opening ceremony too, where we had an astronaut involved.
So we had an astronaut who had been in a wheelchair, or who is in a wheelchair, and we had an astronaut who's in a wheelchair who had been in space and was the first person in a wheelchair to go up to space. And she gave a big, nice greeting. It was really cool. We had another greeting from somebody who's in space right now.
Yes.
And, buongiorno. And that just, in a way, it was weird because we had this magnificent cauldron and you're like, ooh, da nod. And then we got to calm back down for greetings from space.
It was oddly placed. I figured the cauldron lighting should be the end.
Yes, exactly.
That should be the end,
exactly.
Except for the grand finale performance.
Yes, exactly. Because once they were done with that, we had the grand finale of Volare with like hip hop, Afro pop coming in, and then all the performers from earlier in the
joined in,
show, including a very sexy sax that I don't remember being there.
That was part of the pre-show.
Oh, okay. So many things, and a whole little marching band from the pre-show came in too. And I was bummed that the audience at home did not get the pre-show, because that was a fun band.
They were fun
because they had us do Volare in
like karaoke style with call and answer.
Yes. Oh, except for it was just like 4 lines of the song.
Well, that's because anyone only knows 4 lines of the song.
That's fine. Put it up on the Bigatron, man. we'll follow along. But it was so cool to see all of the callback, and to see people like the Alpine horn players waving their hands around.
Outstanding.
And dancing. It was so much fun. So that was a great end to it as well.
Agreed.
So overall, good. I think this leaned heavier on digital than the Olympic ceremony did.
Yes, it was there were many fewer performers.
Yes.
But it was also scaled to the venue.
Yes. You could not have a ton of performers everywhere. Oh, you know what we forgot? We forgot that little bit where they had all the different ramps and the trampoline and
the whole idea of being included, and spaces can be welcoming or spaces can be not welcoming, and you can be included or you can be excluded. and that was all represented with spaces.
Yes, I'm glad we did not exclude that because it was pretty cool.
That was fun, and I love a good trampoline performance.
Exactly. It always gets you going.
Always
right?
hit you right in the trampoline.
All right. Well, our train's coming along soon, so we
We
should
hope.
back up.
We got shout-outs,
We do have shout-outs.
and we have a mascot tonight, which
Oh,
I
we do.
remember who it is. It's Millie, the Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, who is just the cutest thing ever. I'll have a picture of her in the newsletter. So thank you to Millie's family for supporting the fundraiser that got us to the train station in Verona.
And we do have Shuklastan Watch. Our team Keep the Flame Alive members are competing tomorrow. Steve Empt and Laura Dwyer continue in the round robin of the wheelchair curling mixed doubles. Oksana Masters and Aaron Pike race in the para biathlon sprint sitting. Is Kendall Gretsch doing that one or no?
I don't know
No,
because
okay.
we still don't have the
Start list.
the
Great,
start
we're
list. So
guessing.
I had to
But-
go with who I knew was competing in that one.
We do know that Declan Farmer, Malik Jones, Jack Wallace, and Team USA start prelim games in para ice hockey against Italy. Well, A, they're going to do well because they're really good. But B, I think Italy's ice hockey team had a late night. And Mike Schultz and Nora Elliott will compete in snowboard cross seeding rounds. All right, we've got shout-outs. Hold on. We've got... Here, can you read?
Yes, I can. What do you mean, can I read?
Well, yes, you can read, but...
Can I read
glasses-
something that small?
Yes.
Yes, I can. I'm
Oh,
not that old yet.
awesome.
So Erica in Lincoln, Nebraska. Erica hosts an online crafting competition during each Olympics.
And Erica, you got to report back in on how everybody did during your crafting show. That's
Yes,
what
I
we
want to
wanna know
see some
during the
pictures.
Paralympics.
Oh, post them in the Facebook group, which is Keep the Flame Alive podcast. Get in that group so we can see what Erica created.
Exactly. And is Erica like Erica Scarf? Get it, Scarf? Who is a Canadian para-canoeist, and she competed at Rio.
That's impressive that you found
and
her.
Rio 2016 and Paris 2024.
Nice.
All right. And secondly, we've got...
We've got Eugene Kim from La Crescenta, California, currently training as a visually impaired skier in Park City, and also trains puppies to be guide dogs. Yes, he's involved with that as well. So Eugene is a big fan
Awesome.
of puppies like I am.
Awesome, because I want a skiing update now that we're going to see some skiing. Let's get an update, Eugene, how you're doing and what you think. And it's Eugene like Eugene Reimer, who's Canadian, who competed in athletics, swimming, and table tennis, because those go together. 5 golds, 4 silvers, and 1 bronze through a career that spanned Tel Aviv 1968, Heidelberg 1972, Toronto 1976, and Arnhem 1980.
Nice.
And lastly, we have...
Haley from Kansas City, Kansas, and she told us to stay warm, which is a little hard when you're recording at the train station. I am starting to get a bit chill.
We'll be inside a train soon. Haley.
Yes.
And that is like Haley Barenbaum at same church, same pew on the Haleys. And she was a swimmer at Rio 2016. She's from the U.S. So that is going to do it for this episode. If you would like even more, the most fun coverage of the games, hit us up. We are at flamealivepod.com. That is your source for our socials, newsletter, and direct ways to contact us. Join our Facebook group, like Alison said. That's where we're posting things first, and we're chatting with people there. We probably forgot some things. Oh, right now I'd like to give a shout out to the donors, also like people we shouted out, who got us here to Milano Cortina so that we can sit on a train platform and record this show for you, and those and our Patreon patrons who also keep our flame alive all year long. If you would like to support the show financially, and you could do so at flamealivepod.com. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for anything else we forgot to tell you about today.
And hopefully have a show not in a public transit situation.
Well, I think our first live show was pretty good. We had an audience for a little while.
We had guests. Who knew?
Exactly. Alrighty, listeners, grazie mille por l'ascolto.
And until next time, ciao, and keep the flame alive.